This live broadcast of Wayne Finger Lakes High School soccer is brought to you by Bondadent Dental Laboratories, committed to our community and proud to support local high school student athletes. DeSanto Propane, Little John and Barbie Orthodontics, for our lumber and building supplies, Sinicropi Florist, CV Designs, Fall Street Brewing Company, Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Seneca Falls Country Club, and Parker's Grill and Tap House.
Good morning and happy Halloween. You are looking live at Brock Field in Seneca Falls, New York. Excited tonight, or this morning's Finger Lakes East girls soccer matchup between the undefeated Calmac Red Raiders and the Mynderse Academy Lady Blue Devils. Glad you could be with us this morning. I'm Jim Sinicropi, joined by Kevin Korzeniewski, and Korzy. Mynderse comes in as definitive underdogs, decidedly underdogs. Matter of fact, this Calmac team has won most of their games by a 6-goal margin. Mynderse Lady Blue Devils, 6 goals all season to this point. It would be an upset of bigger than Villanova, Georgetown. If you just look at the numbers, at Calmac coming in at 8-0, Mynderse coming in at 2-6-0. But you've coached varsity soccer before. When you come in as a big underdog, what are you telling your kids? What's your mindset if you're Coach Morin this morning?
Well, I think the first thing you got to try to tell the kids is throw all the numbers out the window. Don't look at the fact that we scored 6 goals. And the last time we played Calmac, they scored 6 goals against us. And
right.
So one game versus a season. If you start to dwell on the stats that we pull out as commentators, then you're going to get you're going to get off to a bad start. So throw everything out the window. If I was Coach Morin, I would talk about last season when Calmac came here and they played to a 1-1 tie. She did a great job, Coach Morin, of packing the team in to try and control the scoring of Calmac last year. And they got away with probably 15 to 17 shots on goal during regulation. 1 goal went in late in the game with about 20 seconds left. The ball trickled through. We scored a kind of a cheap goal. We only had a couple shots on goal the whole entire game. And then they tied the game 1-1 and it ended up in a tie. And conversely, on the other side, I'm sure that's exactly what Mike Carnes is talking about for Calmac. That last year, when they came here, Calmac was a better team, player for player. But Mynderse, played hard, played the whole game, never gave up at any moment, and walked out of here with a confidence-boosting 1-1 tie against Calmac. So I think both coaches got to reflect on last year's game to try and motivate and challenge their teams today.
And that's what this Mynderse girls team really needs, is a little bit of a confidence builder as they head into their season finale on Wednesday night at Penn Yan, and then into sectionals where they're likely to face a North Rose Wolcott or Williamson team, depending on how things shake out the last week. But plenty still to play for here for a team that really has had a down year at 2-6-0. But the 2 wins, both coming on Finger Lakes 1. So we got the national anthem starting up here, so we are going to step aside. When we come back, we should be just about ready for some soccer. It's going to be Mynderse Calmac here on Halloween on FingerLakes1.com. Keep it right here.
This live broadcast of Wayne Finger Lakes High School soccer is made possible through the support of Bondadent Dental Laboratories, committed to our community and proud to support local high school student athletes. From the quality of their restorations to the quality of their relationships, for over 70 years, Bondadent has been bringing excellence to everything they do. Learn how you can become a part of the special team at bondadent.com and work with the best. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. 4 generations strong, DeSanto Propane is a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com or call 1-800-752-4574 and look for DeSanto Propane on Facebook. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support area high school athletes. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com.
Welcome back to Brock Field as we are about to get
Number 1,
starting
sophomore,
lineups from public
Claire
address
Basil.
announcer Matt Verkey. And,
Number 6,
you know, I'm Jim
sophomore,
Sinicropi
Molly
along with Kevin
Seether.
Korzeniewski. And Korzy, as we were
Number
talking
7,
about,
senior Grace
as we were talking
Basil.
about pregame, you know, if you just look at the numbers
Number
here,
8,
Pelmac comes in at
senior
8-0, you know,
Ashley
top of Class
Jones.
B1 sectionals. They're number 1 seed right
Number
now,
9,
followed by Hornell,
senior Isabel
Newark Wayne,
Galena.
Greece Odyssey, Mid Lakes
Number
Batavia.
12,
Minders
junior
Class B2 comes in at
Mercedes
2-7
Buckingham.
overall, 2-6 in
Number
the league.
13, junior
They're currently the 10 seed,
Kylie
with the
Wade.
top seed being Bath Haverling,
Number
followed by
14,
Penn Yan, Williamson,
senior
North Rose, Wolcott,
Grace
and then
Seether.
I think Waterloo's in actually
Number
B2 for
16,
soccer.
freshman Maya Eichwood.
And you just see Maya Eichwood being
Number
announced
17,
here.
senior Haley
She
LaRocca.
is the leading scorer. 17
And
goals,
number
8 assists. Her
21,
second year on varsity as a
sophomore
9th
Emma
grader.
Robinson.
And again, 17 goals, 8 assists. The team she's playing today, the Mynderse Lady Blue Devils, just 6 goals
And
on
now,
the
let's
season.
hear it for your
Their
Mynderse Lady
second
Blue
leading
Devils.
scorer, Emma Robinson, with 13 goals
Coach
and
Ray
2 assists.
Mel Moore.
So and Molly Seether with 8 goals. So
Number
this
4,
Pelmac team,
senior Cameron Rupp.
high-powered offense, a lot of goals, Korzy. And
Number 5,
I think if
sophomore
Minders going to have a chance this
Rando.
game, it's going to have to be like a 1-1 or
Number
a 2-1
8,
or a
senior
1-0 game,
captain
type of
Morgan
game.
Trout.
And to make things harder, unfortunately, is the starting
Number
lineups
11,
being announced
junior
for the
Darby Rukowski.
Lady Blue Devils is
Number 14, sophomore
starting
Ella Worth.
midfielder, cornerback,
Number 15,
Skylar Parrish
junior
out.
Serena.
Yeah, and I
Hagan.
think, you know, I've watched Minders play several games this year,
Number
and
16,
Skylar Parrish has kind of
senior
been the unsung hero of this
Sydney
Minders Academy
Sandroni.
defense. Outside back,
Number 18,
just has a motor that runs
junior
constantly the
Abby
entire
Lynch.
game, provides good senior
Number
leadership,
20,
provides some depth
sophomore
on throw-ins for
Kelly
her team.
Kohlberger.
So that's really a big
Number
loss when you're playing
24,
against a high-powered offense
freshman
like the Red
Madeline
Raiders have.
Berkey.
So
And the
I
goalkeeper,
look to
number
see, you know, who
25,
can step up in her place and can they
senior
just kind
Olivia
of hold their own for
Meston.
you know the game out there, because missing Skylar Parrish is huge for
Big
the
loss.
Blue Devils. She's just been a constant anchor back there all season. I think she's had a terrific season, and that's gonna hurt the defense.
And so we last saw these Minders Lady Blue Devils here on FingerLakes1.com a week ago, where they defeated Wayne 1-0. Previous to that game, they had defeated Mid Lakes 3-1. So those 2 wins coming off after a 0-5 start. And then they hit the road during the week last week, where on Monday night, in a rainy, cool day at North Rose Wolcott, they lost 4-0. And then Wednesday night at Newark, a 3-0 loss. So they had built some momentum. Tough week last week. This is a chance to gain some momentum following heading into Wednesday season finale at Penn Yan, and then into sectionals after that. So we are getting ready for the opening kick here. Minders and Pelmac, glad you could be with us here on FingerLakes1.com. Happy Halloween, everybody. Good morning. Hope you're nice and comfortable and warm. Game time temperature here just shy of 40 degrees, and we are underway. As it's going to be a Minders throw-in here. And it's in and off of Maddie Verkey and into the hands of Grace Basil, who will throw it in.
A very young Red Raiders team too, Jim. Obviously led by the freshman Maya Eichwood, but all through the lineup here, you've got a lot of underclassmen that have had a lot of success on the soccer field this past season.
And both teams fairly young, but again, to be this young and have as much success as Pelmac's coming, that doesn't bode well for the Finger Lakes East, other teams in the Finger Lakes East over the next few years. But
yeah, really developed into Pelmac and Wayne, the class of the Finger Lakes East, the last several years.
So Minders did, after 4 straight losses to Wayne, get that win last Saturday here against the Eagles, and trying to do the same here against the Lady Red Raiders. And it's up ahead to Cammie Rook, who plays it across to a streaking Serena Pagan, but Kohlberger collects it. And that was coming down the left sideline now. Mercedes Buckingham back to Maya Eichwood. She's wearing number 16. She just delivered that ball into the corner. It's going to be out for a goal kick. So
little too much of a touch on that wall pass there, sending to the corner. It was the right idea. If you just took a little off it and put it at a little bit better angle, I think they would have had a great cross there to put it in, trouble spot for Mynder's defense.
So Pelmac plays on a grass field, so that could be part of the reason they might need to adjust and get used to the, as we get a look at Grace Lando playing it out, get used to the turf here at Mynderse. We had a great game on Thursday night with the Mynderse boys taking on Newark, ended up in a 1-1 tie on a rainy night. The pitch a little drier tonight, or this morning.
A little chilly, but a nice day for a soccer match.
Great day for soccer. And that's into Grace Seether and over to Alyssa Morgan. And cleared up ahead. Mandy Verkey's going to try to run it down.
So you'll see in this game, Jim, too, a big difference between the two teams is watch how Pelmac will possess the ball. Yep. 11 high-skilled players, high-skilled players on the field. And, they'll just take triangles and work it around and really possess until they have a great opportunity. But that's a lot easier to do when everyone can pass and receive very well, So
fundamentally sound.
Yes, exactly. And sometimes, as a Mynderse fan, a little frustrating to watch as they, possess the ball and, the majority of the game. You just got to hope for your strikes when you get one.
Kohlberger now works against the defender and tries to get it up to Cammie Rook. And now for the first time, Mynderse gets close to their attacking third as we enter we're halfway through the 4th minute of this morning's game. This could be trouble. Lando slipped, and now in on the goal is Emma Robinson, and great save by Mynderse goalie Olivia Meston.
Yeah, I thought Robinson probably could have taken one more touch. She probably didn't feel the defense as far away as they were, but a nice left-footed shot and then a save by Meston.
So that's the type of thing Mynderse has to avoid. You cannot give this Pelmac team a one-on-one look or really any open shots inside the box.
Yeah, as a defending unit, they just have to try and give Pelmac's going to get shots, but not high-quality one-on-one point-blank shots. And watching the Mynderse team this year, the opposing team seems to every game have one or two of those wide-open looks, and they just have to contest and be near someone that's taking the shot.
So that one just a little too strong for Kylie Wage. And it'll be another Mynderse goal kick. And so a pretty good start for the Blue Devils despite that one clear look by Robinson that wasn't converted. But we're into this game now, about 5 minutes in, and it's a 0-0 tie. And this is a dangerous situation for Mynderse right now. A lot of space for Pelmac, but that ball was misplayed by Seether, and now
and you can see
here comes
on those
Kohlberger.
misplayed, Jim, these guys have to get used to the turf.
Yeah.
When they're always playing on a grass field, so now the balls travel a little bit further.
There's a goal. And Pelmac scores. It looks like Meston was leaning to the
right side, almost across. I think she thought she was going to play across, and then the window opened up for a shot. She took a shot, dove back to get her hands on it. But I didn't see who got.
I think it was Molly Seether.
Was it Seether?
Oh, you know what? I didn't even record the. I'm sorry, I didn't record the replay. Actually, Kylie Wage perhaps might have scored that one. I apologize. As here they come quickly the other way now. And that is the 9th grader Maya Eichwood. Plays a nice ball in. Collected by Pelmac. Nice touch down low. And
but that's it. So what you're seeing is Pelmac's playing possession inside the 18. They're passing inside the 18. They're way too close for orchestrating offense and passing the ball around and taking shots. That's got to be out towards the 18, those scoring strikes, if you want to have any success as a Blue Devil fan today.
First corner kick of the game. Gets in over the head of Meston, but Lukowski able to clear it out. Verkey going for it. Kohlberger now containing, and more Pelmac possession as Abby Lynch pokes it out of trouble. Ella Worth tries to push it ahead, and now played up ahead by Serena Pagan.
Minders dodged a bullet there on that corner. I don't think Coach Carnes going to be too happy with the standing around in front of the corner kick there. He had a couple players there that didn't make a run at a ball.
Another
easy
chance.
opportunity to score on that corner kick. That
Mercedes Buckingham takes a shot right at Meston. Meston, great save.
But again, another point-blank shot inside the 18, uncontested. If that keeps up, it's going to be a long day for goalie Olivia Meston.
And up and out into touch for a Pelmac throw.
I think Gracie Seethers tore that ACL last year in basketball season,
Yeah.
at the beginning of basketball season. So it's good to see her back out here in her senior year playing soccer, and looks like she'll be able to get all 3 sports in as long as it's allowed. Yeah.
Haley LaRocca checking in for Pelmac. And now Minders still hasn't got the ball into their attacking third. But here is Cammie Rook playing it to Lukowski. Nope, she keeps it herself, but she is depossessed by Isabella Galina. And Serena Pagan now. And now back into Pelmac's attacking third it goes, and another opportunity for the Lady Red Raiders across. Looks like Sydney Sandroni broke it up, but still possessed by Pelmac now, although surrounded by 5 Blue Devils, and Abby Lynch finally clears it out up ahead to Cammie Rook. And Serena Pagan plays it to Kelly Kohlberger.
Yeah, a lot of the game so far has been played in the front third, the attacking third of Pelmac. Minders really packing it in, but really not being able to stretch. And that's what you have to give up if you're going to pack it in and mark kids. And Maya Eichwood getting marked out there. The midfielders really packed back towards the goal, but they can't stretch the field that way. And unfortunately, that's kind of the type of soccer you'll be watching today.
And it's up ahead. It goes to Mercedes Buckingham, working there against Morgan Trout. Plays it to the middle.
Nice
That's
pass.
a little too easy, but finally poked away by Minders. Here comes Lukowski now with a lot of space, plenty of space. Plays it up ahead to Rook, who tries to touch it to Verke. Now Verke right in front of our vantage point here. Can't keep it in, and it's going to be a Pelmac throw. With 31:37 remaining first half, I'm Jim Sinicropi with Kevin Korzeniewski. A nice move by Eichwood, a shot wide.
Well, you even see Eichwood, as good as a player she is, kind of stumbled with that reception because, again, they don't train on this type of surface. So I think if, that's a grass, you won't see her fumble a little bit. It's going to take them a little while to get used to this turf. And fortunately for Minders, they're having a little of those issues. Too long of a ball, too short of a ball, and then stumbling. And once they get used to that, you'll see that shot go, on goal.
My daughter Jackie Sinicropi started every game this year. Apparently not today. She remains on the bench. I thought especially with Sky Parrish being out, I'm not sure what the thought is there, but right now it's 1-0 with 30 minutes, 47 seconds remaining. We'll take a mass break at about the 20-minute mark. A mask/hydration break, and Minders still has not seen the ball in their own their own attacking third, but here comes Verke now on the far side. She ran across the field. She's a right striker. She plays it back to the middle and got to get to that ball. Kind of Minders lackadaisical closing on that, and back to Pelmac. Half the time.
Good takeaway right there. I think by. Is that Lukowski over there, 15?
Sandroni
Pagan.
or Pagan, over
Pagan.
there on the far side.
And Sandroni broke up the last one pretty good, too. And that's what they got to do is win those 50-50 balls and not let Pelmac get the possession when it's entered in there.
Sandroni, a volleyball player. Of course, no volleyball this fall, so she came over to play soccer with the girls, which is great for her to be to join the team. But frustrating as a senior, that's one of her main sports, and not to be able to play that her senior year, although they might revisit that
might
season
be
in the spring.
Winter sports too, so they all got their fingers crossed that will happen.
And
Right
now
idea.
it's across to Lukowski as she battles a couple of Red Raiders, and Mercedes Buckingham gets it over to Grace Seether. Seether pull back, guarded by Kohlberger. back to Buckingham and cleared out by Abby Lynch. And now Verke battles for it, and it's going to come out into touch. Should be a Mynderse throw.
Here comes the first sub of the game.
We have 2 subs. There's Jackie Sinicropi checking into the game for Mynderse, and for Pelmac, that would be Reagan Deal. Sinicropi replacing Pagan on the far left side of the field, left midi. And that throw comes right back to Pelmac. And it's thrown in by Grace Basil. And now here comes Ella Worth with some space. Plays it up ahead to Sinicropi, trying to track it down there against Haley LaRocca. LaRocca has it in a little 1-2 game, but a little too strong out in front of the Mynderse bench. So 1-0, 28 minutes, 27 seconds to go, first period here. I'm Jim Sinicropi with Kevin Korzeniewski today for FingerLakes1.com. Last time Korzy and I were in the booth was early March, late February in Newark High School for Lions. Oh, up ahead it goes to Darby, and she's got Verke with her too, open, but the ball is now played out of danger and kept in bounds by Pelmac. And
Lukowski got away with a push in the back there. That's a cardable push as well. So missed by the official there, and change of possession going the other way with Pelmac.
So that goes out of bounds. Into touch.
Kind of showing the frustration that Mynderse, you can tell in their body language too, even though it's 1-0 and, they're fighting hard and the ball's being played a little bit over the last 5 minutes more in the middle of the field instead of the attacking third of Pelmac. Mynderse got to keep their cool.
Emma Robinson has Maya Eichwood onside and with a good run, but plays it back to the middle, and now Molly Seether gets it back to Robinson, takes a left-footed shot, and Meston with the save.
See, that was not a great scoring opportunity. That's the type of shot you want to give up, where she's not, she turned and quick shot, and good pressure by Mynderse defense there to make them take a quick shot.
Mynderse hanging tough.
But battling, they're constantly on the defensive end here in the first 10 to 12 minutes.
Seems slow to the ball today overall, to be honest with you, from what I've seen in the midfield.
Yeah,
that time Worth got to it first, and now Lukowski tries to beat her girl, plays it up ahead to Cammie Rook, and collected by Pelmac, and they get back in action, moving from the right to left on your television screen or your phone or your computer or tablet. Up ahead it goes, and this is another opportunity if Morgan Trout cuts
Great
her
pass.
off, but another 1-2 punch, and that's going to be trouble, but cleared by Lando, and now Koberger tries to get to it first. As the ball's batted
almost a
around.
little too unselfish, but very unselfish by the Red Raiders there, making some extra passes, really doing a good job of looking for their teammates.
Lukowski collects, turns, and has it taken by Deal. But now Verke with it. Verke turns, squares, tries to beat her girl up the sideline. She's being pushed a little, still alive, but ultimately nice defensive play by Grace Basil. And coming the other way is Pelmac. As Worth goes down on the tackle.
Grace Seether really controlling the middle of the field, Jim. The whole part of this first half, we just keep calling her name. It just seems like every time I look out, Grace Seether's distributing to another Red Raider on the field.
It's too easy, right between 2 Blue Devils.
But she's quick and fast. I mean, that's, it's easy, but Eichwood, just a freshman. I mean, there's a reason, Jim, she's got all those stats on the year, 17 goals and 8 assists. Explosive young player, able to keep the ball on her feet and use that quickness.
And she's got the ball, she have Ella Worth playing to Lukowski. Now, they've had space in this area of the field, and then advancing from here, like right there, we kind of push it up ahead to Verke. Now, Verke with it. Verke trying to get to the corner, and finally the ball into the attacking third for Mynderse for the first time today, but not before it's punched out of bounds. And with 24:38 left, 1-0 Pelmac. Darby Lukowski set to throw for the Blue Devils. And it's into Worth, who turns, tries to cross it, and be another throw coming.
Tough to see this corner here, Jim, but
Yeah,
Bukowski with the throw.
Cameraman Jason Hunt down on the field giving us the shot from the near side corners that our main cameraman up here in the booth with us, Jeremy Hunt, can't capture. And it's out again for another throw. And that's Lukowski set to throw it in. Gets it back, plays it up and in, and ball's still alive. An opportunity maybe for Mynders as the ball's inside the 18, out to Abby Lynch. Lynch with one touch, plays it in off the foot of Kohlberger. And here comes Pelmack the other way. That's Haley LaRocca.
Abby's got to take her time there. And again, Mynders had a perfect opportunity to play a little possession there, and instead just a hard strike into Pelmack, and now we're going the other way.
Robinson with a good job of keeping possession from Lando there, and cleared away by Lynch. I want to remind you that today's live broadcast is made possible by the Mynders Girls Soccer Boosters, who are grateful for the fans, families, students, teachers, and coaches who have supported them and the Mynders Soccer Concession annually at Brock Field in Seneca Falls. And, of course, our title sponsor, Bonadent Dental Laboratories, committed to our community and proud to support local high school student athletes. Here's the ball played in and touched out for a goal kick. So Pelmack controlling much of the action, but almost halfway through the first half here, just a 1-goal margin. There's a good look there at Kelly Kohlberger and Sydney Sandroni on either side of the freshman Maya Eichwood. In the 18th minute of the game here, and up ahead after that misplay by Pelmack comes Verke. Now closing from behind is Grace Basil, and she takes it from Verke and now continues the other way.
That's another tough matchup, I think, on the field tonight. You got a freshman playing her maybe third or fourth varsity game, maybe a couple more going against a seasoned senior.
Up ahead to Maya Eichwood, but smart for Aleston to come off her line and collect the ball, and coming back to Mynders now.
Either again on the 50-50 ball. She just seems to be on every 50-50 ball in the middle of the field with no Mynders players around.
And you mentioned she is wearing apparatus on her left knee there, Corsi.
Yeah, my daughter,
season.
Graduated last year, tore ACL, so you kind of keep an eye on these kids that do it and see how they progress. And Grace, I know, did it in basketball, had the same surgery Dr. Brown as my daughter did, going to the same physical therapist at Brownstone that my daughter does. So nice to see her out there playing and playing very well. So good for her on her senior year.
Into the corner with the one touch is Deal.
And Grace, it's either
Lando clears it.
From as a freshman, I remember in most of these sports, basketball, soccer, lacrosse, just a standout. So I'm sure all the coaches glad to have her back.
Corner kick coming.
Let's see if Pelmack attacks it a little bit better. The last corner they had, I really thought they were flat-footed with the exception of one player. And they, the ball sailed over Meston's head. I thought somebody should have been on the ball.
Emma Robinson playing it in. Sinicropi tries to clear it, and Sinicropi does get it. Now she's going to try to move up the right side. She plays it back and kicks it right into the Pelmack player who was guarding her, and now Pelmack has possession again.
See how Pelmack's not striking the ball from the 20, 15-yard line. They're really trying to push and get it in for better shots like that.
Another goal. This one right off the
looks like that might have been Eichwood.
Olivia Meston, and
I think that was Molly Seether.
Looked like
number
Molly
6,
Seether.
Molly Seether for Pelmack, the younger sister of Grace Seether,
Let's
I believe.
take a look here.
For her ninth goal of the season. But again, they're not trying to strike from 20, 25 yards out, even though they have that leg strength.
Here's the replay, Corsi.
See this possession here? Good pass here, and then one more pass. And a great shot by Seether.
Tough shot by Meston. It was up high.
Up high, hard to control. And 6 yards out.
1952. Okay. Thank you.
Going to get a clock change to 1952 here. But, great work by Pelmack. And that's what I talked about in the first 20 minutes. maybe that ball gets played a little too long or somebody stumbles on it. Now they're starting to get used to the turf. Mynderse really has to regroup here for the second half of this first half, the last 20 minutes after this mass break. And seems to me Pelmack's working a little bit harder, trying to get the 50-50 balls. The body language of the Blue Devils isn't good. And, the Pelmack train keeps on rolling here at Mynderse.
So it looks like we do have our first mass break. We are going to step aside. When we come back, we will continue with first half action here on Halloween at Brockfield in Seneca Falls. Keep it right here.
This live broadcast of Wayne Finger Lakes High School soccer is made possible through the support of Bondedent Dental Laboratories, committed to our community and proud to support local high school student athletes. From the quality of their restorations to the quality of their relationships, for over 70 years, Bondedent has been bringing excellence to everything they do. Learn how you can become a part of the special team at bondedent.com and work with the best. At FingerLakes1.com, we have always pledged to you to bring the most comprehensive local news coverage, access to timely information, and a locally focused, entertaining media option. Support FingerLakes1.com and help us bring you more great local sports coverage like this by visiting patreon.com/FL1. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com.
DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more info. DISANTO Propane.com or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. DeSanto. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane.
Back to the game.
And we are back. 2-0 Pelmack in the 21st minute of the ball game here on Halloween morning. Glad you could be with us. I'm Jim Sinicropi with Kevin Korzeniewski. Earlier I was saying the last time, Korzy, we called a game, it was in Newark High School basketball game as Lions lost to Cal Mum in the Class C state playing game. And then shortly after that, things got shut down. And, regardless of the score here, we're just pretty happy that we have, that these kids can compete. As Verke plays it to Sinicropi. And Sinicropi, slow to the ball, depossessed. And it's coming the other way. That was a really good opportunity. I would have liked to see Jax kind of attack that ball.
Yeah, she got it taken away from her, and that's all right. That's been happening. But that's the longest possession Mynderse has had all game. So it was, nice to see in the first 30 seconds there.
Good job by Lando.
Some really nice passing by Mynderse.
Lando to Sinicropi plays it up now to Cammie Rook. Cammie tries to beat her girl and still holds it. And now Sinicropi fighting for it, plays it up ahead to Verke. Verke gets her foot on it, but taken away by Emma Kelly. And now tons of space for Molly Seether as she just strolls with the ball down the left-hand side of her attacking third and gets by Trout, tries to get a cross in, and Abby Lynch there to play it. Tried to play it out of trouble, but now she collects it again, and second time can't get it out. And now she's still battling with Emma Robinson. And Trout tried to step in front of Eichwood there, and then finally Ella Worth out. And Verke has it. She plays it up, but nobody over there.
Yeah, nobody coming up from the midfield to support the 2 attacking forwards, Rook and Verke. Really nowhere to go playing 2-on-4. She's got to get support from her midfield there. It's a great ball.
Great ball in, but misplayed by
Seether.
And now collected and saved.
Buckingham runs it down.
Mercedes Buckingham. And now into the middle, and now here comes a shot potentially. Oh, that's a
watch
one-touch
out.
shot off the top of the woodwork.
Again, right from about the 9-yard line, point blank. And I think Meston got a hand on it to knock it up and hit the post just enough. But again, too easy of a shot. A lot of pressure on the senior goalkeeper today.
8 shots on goal for Pelmac. Minders still looking for their first. Up ahead to Lukowski and through the defense, and plenty of time to collect that for the sweeper Ashley Jones. But Minders possesses. She has options right now. She gets it to Worth. Worth holds it back to Trout, and Trout off the leg of Molly Seether, and we got a throw in.
Got a couple Minders players coming in to the game. Lukowski and Verke out. Looks like Dugan and Pagan in. I think Dugan in for the first time, Pagan coming back in. And again, if Minders can just possess the ball a little bit, possess, and get a goal here, I think it would help their confidence level for sure.
There's Ariana Dugan. Ball off her foot into touch. Pelmac throw.
Making a little bit more stronger runs than the Blue Devils. Pelmac is much more active to the ball.
Now Jackie Sinicropi tries to run this. Now she leaves it for Meston.
Meston quick off the line, making a good read on that.
Minders punting the ball into midfield generally is not a great strategy today when we're not winning many 50-50 balls.
I agree with you, Jim. There should be a lot more throws out and try to possess the ball, move it up from the back. Rather than these, we're very unsuccessful, Minders is on the 50-50s.
Well, that particular time it worked out for a moment, but now right back the other way comes Pelmac. Good job by Lando on defense there. Up ahead it goes to Cami Rook, who tries to fight for it with Kylie Wage.
Well, I think since the mass break, the first 5 minutes, Minders seems to be playing with a little more pep in their step and trying to neutralize some of this Pelmac offense.
Sinicropi plays a ball up ahead, but again, just going to come back at her as Pelmac tries to get to work again. Lando out to Sinicropi with space. Looking for someone. Still holds it. Tries to play it up ahead to Kohlberger, and instead it's Pagan through to Pagan. Dugan can't get it, and now Kohlberger with a touch. Leaves it for Sinicropi. Yeah, everybody's kind of close, and now into Pagan. And now Kohlberger has it far side, maybe with an opportunity for Minders. Working that left side, tries to get it into Worth. And danger cleared, and immediately an opportunity for Pelmac as Emma Robinson working against Morgan Trout. Doesn't have many players with her and tries to center it, but good play by Abby Lynch up ahead.
Well,
Ariana Dugan battles for it.
Abby made she was at the right place at the right time, but she had, 10 to 15 yards to carry that ball up the field and create her own space, into space.
Right back at him, another chance. It gets through the Minders defense, and this is going to be a nice save by Meston.
Good catch, too, by Meston, not letting anybody get that off the deflection. A couple of these Pelmac shots have been point blank right to Meston. I bet you they'd like to go back on 1 or 2 of these and just try to play it off to the side a little bit.
They do hold the 2-0 lead here with 13:50 remaining first half. And Seether tries to play it in, and a nice one touch there to Molly Seether, who holds it with plenty of space and time to cross. Good job by Meston snaring that out of the air, though.
Great cross. Thought that was well played by both teams, with Meston, intercepting the cross, but good decision there to cross it by Little Seether, Molly Seether. Good job by Lynch.
Clears the danger. 2-0 Red Raiders. 13 minutes remain first half here. As subs coming in, Maddie Verke checking back in for Minders. Kelly Kohlberger going to take a seat, and 3 substitutions coming in for the Red Raiders.
The one thing you notice about the substitutions, Jim, is if you look over, neither team very deep. Not a lot of subs to be rotated in here, and
was talking to Coach
Limited
Moore, and before
options.
the game, we may see some JV call-ups over the next couple of days before the regular season finale at Penn Yan and heading into sectionals. Ooh, shot,
Nice shot.
and great,
Great
save
save.
by Meston.
Really got to leave her feet to get that. Was on goal and really left her feet and got anything she could behind it to knock it out of bounds for a corner kick here for Pelmac. Good possession by Pelmac. Good shot, upper left-hand corner, and just a great save by Meston.
Looks like it's going to be the third corner kick of the morning for Pelmac. Here it comes. Meston out, but it goes into the side net. Going to be a goal kick.
Knowing where she is on the field, Meston doing a great job letting that one go out of bounds.
I want to thank all our sponsors of our webcast here at Brock Field this October. As Pagan battles for it, talking about Bonnet Dental Laboratories, Dr. Littlejohn and Dr. Barbie Orthodontics, Ferrara Lumber, Sinicropi Florists, CV Designs, Fall Street Brewing Company, Seneca Falls Country Club, and Parker's Grill and Tap House. So Ella Worth with it, leaves it for Sandroni. Sandroni up ahead for Pagan, drops it, tried to drop it to Worth. Instead, it goes way back where it's taken from Morgan Trout. And those are simple passes, Corsi, that these girls got to just make. I mean, they were no challenge and open.
Yep. I think it was the right decision to play it back to keep possession, but just a poor touch.
Uh-oh, here comes another shot, but an offside call.
Now this is important here to try to get a little possession for Minders, to control the ball, stop a little of the bleeding and the momentum that Pelmac's built up over the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Lando plays it up ahead left side, and a lot of Blue Devils just standing around.
Oh, that was good. Almost taken away by Rook.
Now Berkey with it, tries to punch it through. Leaves it for Worth. Worth up ahead now to Dugan. Dugan still holds it, and another touch, but taken away by Emma Kelly. And now up ahead to Molly Seether. Seether overlap on the left side by Deal, but she sends it to the middle. And there is Maya Eichwood with it, and she tries a shot that goes wide.
Looks like Coach Morin's moved the freshman Verkey back in the midfield here. And I like that coaching move. Verkey's been the offense hasn't had a lot of touches, so you take a kid that has her speed and size and try to help neutralize the midfield a little bit. And even if it doesn't help, you're taking a young player and getting her used to playing maybe a different position and a different vision of the field.
Well, she sees the field well, and she's a great distributor, and she has probably one of the stronger shots on the field. So if she can get the ball in space somewhere at the top of the 18, she can get it on goal. And there's another goal by Pelmac as that one just slides through the hands of Olivia Meston. And again, sorry, I can't tell you who scored that one, waiting for the public address announcer to let us know.
I know who scored. I just can't see her number. She's running back towards midfield with a mask on and a pink headband. You guys got the number on that one right there? 17?
Well, that would be Haley LaRocca. That would be her
LaRocca,
third goal of the season and the third goal of the game for Pelmac with 9:24 remaining.
And I think that's when Liv wishes she had back. That kind of just bounced through her legs and normally saves.
So Minders plays it back and has it taken away, but Lando there with it, plays it over to Pagan. Pagan kind of struggles to control it, and it's taken away by Deal now. And we got a push. Going to be a free kick for Pelmac just outside their 18 here on the near side of the field. With 9:05 remaining first half, and the Red Raiders up 3-0 on the Lady Blue Devils.
So here comes a free kick, direct, for Molly Seether. Far post. What a great ball. You're not going to see many better goals in girls soccer than what you just saw right there, Jim. That was a phenomenal pass, and then a head. Was that
header, head ball.
15? That wasn't Eichwood.
No, 15
That was
would be
Reagan
Reagan
Deal.
Deal, and that's her her third goal of the year as well.
If you got that one, Jim, that was textbook. I mean, just a great ball on the far post, redirecting it into the upper right corner. Just
like
beautiful, beautiful goal.
4-0, and let's take a look at that one again here.
Take a look at this.
She sets up. We're back under play for
I think
live
it's
action,
worth
but we
showing.
got to watch this. Okay, here it comes. And
This touch.
Beautiful.
That's phenomenal. Unbelievable.
probably one of the better goals we've seen. Oh, right at our cameraman, Jason Hunt there.
I don't know, Jim, if you're going to see many, better goals than that at high school level. Really just a phenomenal, unbelievable goal that will be replayed many times by the Red Raiders this year, I'm sure. Really, really pretty shot.
So the Red Raiders open this one up 4-0, and let's see what we see if there's any type of response from the Lady Blue Devils.
Well, Jim, I think 4-0. It's you like you said, you scored 6 goals all season. That lingers in the back of your head, and now you got to put up 4 to tie. I'm sure the sales, the wind's out of the sails here for the Blue Devils down on the field.
Lynch battles for it against Eichwood. And now a strong shot with a right foot. Another goal by the Red Raiders.
That was Grace Seether from Eichwood and going top shelf upper corner. But again, no one's there like really contesting that shot. It's just too easy of a look. It's like in basketball, Jim. I know we go back to basketball a lot, but just getting too many open looks, uncontested, and nothing Liv Messon's going to do about that.
Grace Seether with her third goal of the season. And happy Halloween, Red Raiders. Lots of treats.
Not too many tricks.
No.
Well, we might see a hat trick here or two, Jim.
That's true. So Mynder's still looking for their first shot. Palmax got 5 goals on 12 shots. And now they're threatening again down the right side with some space. Lando comes over to break it up, though, and out into touch.
So in the hard thing here for Coach Carnes that, I think needs to be addressed is you don't, you want to have a nice outing, but you don't want to start putting up too big of a number. And he really doesn't have a lot of subs to put in. So it's really going to be a tough adjustment for him not to, keep pounding it into the goal. So I'm sure at halftime he'll address it. He'll want good shots. He'll want shots, goals that are scored off assists and not taken one-on-one.
Frankly, what I saw at Palmac when this Palmac Red Raider team beat Minder 7-0, they started just possessing the ball, playing keep away. And that, in a way, is almost a little more difficult to handle as a Minders fan, than if they're just playing goals straight up.
Well, I know that I can tell you when I coached soccer that you referenced earlier, this was back in look at this speed explosion.
It's going to be a penalty kick.
Yep. Clock will stop. Eichwood just, again, great footwork in there. But I can tell you Coach Carnes probably been on a few of these as himself. When he first entered the league, Palmac, wasn't as dominant as they were. And the 2 best teams in the league were Canandaigua and Victor. And that was, tough for him to contend with all the time.
So we have one of the leading scorers in Section 5, a freshman, taking a penalty kick right now for Maya Eichwood. Great save by Meston. Ball's alive, though, and she falls on it. It was almost like the back line for Minders was expecting that to go in. They were late to react on the rebound, but great awareness and hustle by Liv Meston to come out and get that, and she appears to be a little bit shaken up.
That's there's a lot on you. I think that's one of the hardest plays in high school sports is defending the penalty kick. Eichwood didn't get it over to the right enough as she'd like, but it still makes it for a very difficult save. And Meston was on it and then quick enough to get on the ball on the deflection. So a great play by Olivia Meston, good effort, and preventing the easy, I shouldn't say easy, but the gimme.
Should be
the
a
penalty
gimme,
kick.
yep. Now here's Verke with it. Tries to play a nice ball through to Kohlberger, but getting their foot on it is Abby Stever.
Kohlberger looks like she's hobbling a little bit out there, and again, that's, where do you turn to on the bench for Minders to try and get her a blow?
Well, we haven't called Biff Capacci's name today. She's has a muscle strain.
And she's out. She's a starting outside midfielder, I believe.
Yeah,
so.
2 of Minders' starting players are out.
Great
And
play by
up ahead to
Trout.
Verkey now. Verkey gets caught from behind there by Seether. Seether turns. And now Pagan battles. Now across it goes to Kohlberger. Should be able to collect this with space, but closing from behind is Eichwich. He tries to play it to Sinicropi, who's not there for her. And it's out into touch for a Palmac throw.
Just a little too quick trying to get rid of it, but that's what happens when, you're constantly being pressured by the opposing team. So, as soon as you get it, you want to try and get it to somewhere effective. But I think Kelly just played a little outside, a little bit too quick.
4:32 remaining in the first half. Sinicropi with a touch to, looks like Lukowski over there, back to Sinicropi, and Palmac has the ball again. With plenty of space to work, although stepping in there is Cammie Rook, who's back in the game in the midfield. Now Pagan tries to chase it down, and it's out into touch. Maya Eichwood with it, tries to turn, still controls it. A little chip shot, great save by Meston.
Yeah, nice shot.
Meston
But
really
Ben-
making some good saves.
Yeah, she let one go through her legs, but I think, outside of that, she's done a really good job back there, and she's constantly getting what we'd call peppered. It's just every minute or two she's making a tough save, and it's going to wear on you sooner or later.
Impressive with Palmac, too. The majority of their shots on target. Here's a nice ball
Always
through
making the extra pass.
to Buckingham, who crosses it, and Kohlberger.
Don't let her get a shot.
Kohlberger battling with Seether.
Good left.
Emma Robinson.
Grace
Shot
helping her
broken
goalie
up.
out there. Grace Lando with getting a foot on the ball. That might have gone in.
Now Sinicropi battling for it. Far side of the field. Pops it up to Lukowski. Lukowski now double team. Still with it. Plays it up. Nobody there. Except white jerseys. And now here comes a wide open, uncontested cross. Oh, she held it too long. Good job by Lando, who's still battling in that penalty area. And now Sinicropi in the corner. She just is going to knock it out into touch. 2:37 remaining, 5-0 Red Raiders. And we got Kohlberger tying her shoe while the play's going on right in front of her. And now here should be another shot. Nope, they make the extra pass, like you said, Corsi, and they still hold possession.
Well conditioned and trained by Coach Carnes not to just fire garbage shots in from the 20, 25. They want high-quality shots.
Now Pagan battling against Buckingham. Buckingham tries this reverse field, but now Kohlberger has it. And she plays it up, and here comes Lukowski with space, but nowhere to go even if she gets it. Verkey marked in the middle, and there comes first. Can we call that a shot on goal, Corsi?
I don't think we can, Jim.
So
We'll see
might be
if,
still
the
looking for the first shot.
Scorekeeper, Matt Verkey, puts it on the board.
And here comes the ball back into midfield. That was the first time, I believe, that Claire Basil, the starting goalie for Palmac, touched the ball today.
Nice play to Seether. Seether's got time. She's
Plenty
going to
of
play. She's going to
time.
play it over here, I think.
Oh yeah, that was easy onside pass, one
Sister.
cut back, and
The Seether connection.
off the post.
Good patience. And another good save by us. That was great patience by Emma Robinson over there on that far post. She could have just taken the first touch, but she took an extra touch and then played it right into Meston, who corrals another one.
Another head ball in the middle there by Seether, and Kohlberger now plays it up.
Haven't called Ashley Jones's name too much tonight, Jim, the sweeper for the Red Raiders.
No, pretty easy morning for the back line for the Red Raiders. And this is through. That's
ball
onside.
to
Lando's
Seether.
trying to get there, and good job by Meston just clearing the treacherous ball from Palmac. And now Kohlberger looking up ahead, but again, there's not much space there between the two attackers and the defenders for Palmac, and there's not much support on the horizontally there for Kohlberger either, as I'm trying to use some of the terms that I've learned from calling games with Al Lauk so far this year.
He's done a great job. I've enjoyed listening to both you guys call these soccer games this year.
Lukowski Up ahead to Verke. And there's the sweeper, Jones. Punching it up, and no call there as Cammie Rook might have knocked over Seether. And that should just about do it for the first half of play here in Seneca Falls. When we come back, it'll be halftime. The Bonadent Dental Laboratories halftime report. Once again here on Halloween. It's a pretty scary morning for the Blue Devils fans. Pelmac 5, Minders nothing. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
This live broadcast
here
of
on
Wayne Finger Lakes High School Soccer is made possible through the support of Bonadent Dental Laboratories, committed to our community and proud to support local high school student athletes. From the quality of their restorations to the quality of their relationships, for over 70 years, Bonadent has been bringing excellence to everything they do. Learn how you can become a part of the special team at bonadent.com and work with the best. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support area high school athletes. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane. 4 generations strong, DeSanto Propane is a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com or call 1-800-752-4574 and look for DeSanto Propane on Facebook. Farrar Lumber has been locally owned for 3 generations and is more than just a lumber and building supplier. Stop in on Baird Street in Seneca Falls to browse their full selection of power tools, hardware, lawn and garden, painting, and plumbing supplies, and talk to their experienced staff before planning your next home improvement project. Sinicropi Florist. Not able to be with your loved ones for Thanksgiving? Sending flowers is the perfect way to express your love. Stop in to browse our selection of gifts in downtown Seneca Falls or visit sinicropiflorist.com today. CV Designs. Quality clothing, accessories, home and seasonal decor in the heart of downtown Seneca Falls. Shop in store or online at shopcvdesigns.com. Fall Street Brewing Company. Locally focused and quality crafted in the Finger Lakes. Check them out at fallstreetbrewing.com or stop in at 106 Fall Street in downtown Seneca Falls. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, with locations at 22 Main Street in Waterloo, 40 Exchange Street in Geneva, and Del Lago Resort and Casino. Dine-in, takeout, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at Cicinos.com. Seneca Falls Country Club. Escape to our golf course at SFCC and enjoy time with friends, strolling our fairways overlooking Cayuga Lake. Consider a membership for 2021 and play unlimited golf with a cart all season long. Visit SenecaFallsCountryClub.com for details. And Parker's Grill and Tap House, with locations in Auburn, Geneva, Newark, Seneca Falls, and coming soon to Penn Yan. Parker's is the perfect place to meet with friends after the big game, home or away. Or call ahead and take home dinner tonight. Check out our menu at parkersgrill.com. At FingerLakes1.com, we have always pledged to you to bring the most comprehensive local news coverage, access to timely information, and a locally focused, entertaining media option. Support FingerLakes1.com and help us bring you more great local sports coverage like this by visiting patreon.com/FL1.
And welcome back to Brockfield in Seneca Falls, New York. Your score at halftime: Pelmac 5. Minders 0, and I'm Jim Sinicropi with Kevin Korzeniewski for FingerLakes1.com. And Korzy, you know, this isn't a surprise, but it's a difficult situation now. I think you know, for either team. The Minders girls on the verge of you know, knowing that they're not going to score 5 goals in the second half, but having to come back out here and face this very talented Pelmac team that you mentioned. Not a lot of subs. They're going to be facing their starters, and you know, what if you're Coach Morin, what are you telling your girls right now, down 5-0?
Well, I think as a coach, this is one of the more difficult spots you can be put in. You know, you're outmanned, you know, so you're down 2 starters. You're playing a very strong team, a team that is person per person's probably better than you. And so now you don't have a lot of subs. You don't have a lot of tricks up your sleeve that you can do. You just got to try and have the girls be positive and then try and go out and play for pride, work hard, and have some fun. You know, we're down 5-0 let's see if we can, keep it to 5-0. Let's see how long we can keep it to 5-0. Let's see if we
See
can
if we beat them in the second
a
half.
baby step.
Yep.
So you're not going to win the contest. You're probably not going to win the game, but you just got to try and make sure the kids are, still enjoying themselves and playing hard. And if you can get your kids to play hard and maybe smile out there, I think you're doing a good job as a coach. Again, not having 2 starters on a very thin team. I thought Sydney Sandroni's probably, played a pretty good outside back, so there's some positives.
I think
Olivia Meston's played great. Lando, we started calling her name a lot towards the end of the first half. So, you try to take those little positives and say, look, here's some good things going on. Let's try and build off that. Who else can we talk about individually at the end of this game as somebody as having a positive, and maybe that creates a little motivation. And I think on the other end, Jim, it's very difficult to coach too when you're up 5-0. And I know Coach Morin and Coach Carnes have been, coaching against each other for a long time, so there's mutual respect. How do you attack the second half if you're the Red Raiders again without many subs and really coming in and making the Minders kids feel bad about a game. So both coaches do have some challenges. I think I'd rather be in the shoes of Mike Carnes right now, but it's going to be a long second half for both the teams. And we'll see, how the girls react to it.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. We did miss the first goal by Molly Seether, but we're going to check out the other 4 Palmac goals, including one pretty impressive save by Olivia Meston. Here is the second goal of the afternoon, Corzy. And this one, I think, was Kylie Wage, excuse me.
That's a tough spot for a ball. You can only go so high as a goalkeeper, but really good shot.
And then just what seemed like moments later.
Just look at the space she has on the assist there. Really, both those passes, they're just not any contention.
Oh, that's a great save there by Meston. And then again, really where Minders is, our Palmacs having the most success is in the midfield, gaining possession in the midfield and setting up the attack, and another beautiful ball there. And
that's the one Meston really just misplayed. She really wish she had that one back, I'm sure. This is the play right here.
Play of the year, maybe.
This is the best goal you'll see all season, guaranteed.
What a service by Molly Seether. And a fantastic head ball.
Yeah, Reagan Deal, just a great redirect. Holy cow, it's an impressive shot.
And goal number 5 here. Great shot and a great attempt by Meston, but you're not going to get to that one.
No, and there's just too much space. Palmac creates just so much space. Uncontested shots.
So it is a 5-0 deficit here at halftime. We have about 2.5 minutes left before we resume action here. And another great play by Olivia Meston was the save on the penalty kick for Maya Eichwood.
Which we didn't show. Eichwood, again, didn't go – she went right, didn't get as far as enough she wants, but, Olivia right there on it, knocks it to the ground and then back on her feet so no one can score on a deflection, because usually that happens a lot, especially at the high school level. You get the kids standing around watching, and the one kid that wants to be aggressive will end up cleaning up the goal.
Corzy, looks like Bridget Miller getting set for some action in goal. She played the second half at North Rose Wolcott, and I believe didn't give up any goals against the Wildcats on Monday night. So Miller in the goal.
Yeah, we'll see if she starts.
Meston's probably going to get some time on the field.
Yeah, I think that's Olivia warming her up.
Yeah, number 25, yep.
So, and that I like the move by Coach Moore in number 1. You go into sectionals and Olivia gets hurt, then what do? So, you want to try and get your backup goalie a feel for the game, some looks. I know Bridget's played some goal, as a kid growing up, but, the last couple of years it's been all Olivia Meston. And, in fact, Bridget, I think, went to volleyball. I think the only reason she's back to soccer is because volleyball is canceled.
The goalie of the future for this Minders program, Lauren McDermott, having a great year down on the JV team, they might bring her up for the remaining game against Penn Yan and into sectionals. But Meston, a senior, Bridget Miller, a volleyball player, and a fine
also
basketball
senior,
player.
No, junior.
Bridget's a
junior, sorry.
But she won't be the answer next year in goal for Minders. It will likely be Lauren McDermott, who's played with this group since they were young and been the goalie for this group, the younger group, the freshmen and sophomores. So we might see her soon.
And again, that goes to the piece where if Coach Moore can create some fun this half, then she's done a good job for the second half of the kids walking out here, going into the next week of not being too discouraged. So let Olivia run around on the field a little bit and see what happens. Let her enjoy herself.
Okay, so we got about 15 seconds before the halftime clock ends. And Korzy, just shifting gears, as being someone involved in the school here at Mynderse Academy, just give us an update on the state of things. I really feel like Jeremy Klingerman and company have done a great job here in Seneca Falls in dealing with the coronavirus, and we're going to have a mandatory mask situation, I think, coming up, which is more preventative. But just your thoughts.
Yeah. So for the district, we got a call and an email from Superintendent Jeremy Klingerman about keeping the masks on throughout the day, and as there's an uptick in the state and locally in the Finger Lakes region, we're seeing numbers that we haven't seen since the pandemic started. Yeah. So we're just trying to keep the kids safe and in school for as long as possible. I think since the beginning of the year, the district's put the kids first and gotten the kids back into school. We've had a great 8 weeks, and we just obviously Mr. Klingerman wants to just keep that going into the fall here. So, masks on. A lot of schools already require it.
Yep.
So Mynderse is just kind of jumping on that board of keeping that mask on, and I really think as long as kids can stay in contact with teachers, that's the best thing.
Yeah, that's the benefit
forward.
of remote learning for any amount of time is not the same experience for the students, and especially the opportunity to be able to play some, games in high school sports like this. When that was taken away from the athletes in the spring, I think it was really a difficult thing to take. So grateful to be able to play some of the sports here in the fall, like soccer, and we're grateful here at Finger Lakes 1 to be able to bring you all the action here from Brockfield as the second half is underway. Again, big lead for the Red Raiders, and now the Red Raiders moving from their left to right and getting to work right away, but out off the end line for a goal kick.
Yeah, Pelmack right back at it. Couple nice passes, just moving the ball down the field. Really uncontested, unpressured, and back into the attacking third for Pelmack.
And now it's punched in, and Grace Lando goes down, and so does Emma Robinson, and out for a corner or a goal kick. Let's see. It looks like a goal kick.
I think on either side, whether you root for Pelmack or Mynderse, you appreciate that no call as long as no one's injured here. A huge piece, Emma Robinson.
Could have been a penalty kick.
In a 0-0 game, I think you.
And actually, Robinson down, so maybe the Pelmack fans
the scary part
wish
about
they
it.
got the call.
Yeah. So we hope that she's all right, and that's another thing in a game that's really decided, and with 40 minutes left, you don't want to see anyone get hurt or injured from either team. But yeah, I think Grace got away with a little bit of a tackle in the box. It wasn't a great scoring threat, so I think that's why the official let it go. But I would have said maybe a corner kick or dropped it right outside the 18 there and offered a direct kick.
So give me a chance to talk about some of the great sponsors that have made our broadcast possible. Bonnet Dental Laboratories, from the quality of their restorations to the quality of their relationships. For over 70 years, Bonnet has been bringing excellence to everything they do. Learn how you can become part of a special team at Bonnet.com and work with the best. Dr. Littlejohn and Dr. Barbie and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com. And for our lumber, locally owned for 3 generations, and more than just a lumber and building supplier, For Our Lumber is proud to offer their continued support of our local high school student athletes. And stop in and, like I mentioned, more than just a lumber supplier. They have just about everything there that you can get at any of the big box stores, but right here in the center of town. And again, when you support them and they support local high school athletes like this, it's a win-win for everybody in the community. Sinicropi florist, not able to be with your loved one for Thanksgiving? Sending flowers is the perfect way to express your love and allowing you to be there in your absence. Stop in to browse their selection of gifts in downtown Seneca Falls or visit sinicropiflorist.com today. And CV Designs, their holiday season is already kicked off a little earlier this year with their launch party still underway. Shop 2 floors of holiday decor, clothing, gifts, and more. Shop local and have yourself a cozy little Christmas with Christine Van Duzen and CV Design. Stop in store or online at shopcvdesigns.com. And celebrating their 1-year anniversary in business, Brad Ellis at Fall Street Brewing Company, locally focused and quality crafted in the Finger Lakes. Check them out online at fallstreetbrewing.com or stop in at 106 Fall Street in Seneca Falls as playback underway. Maya Eichwood looking at a cross, but tried to clear out and now back into the lower third. Got to also mention Parker's Grill and Tap House with locations in Auburn, Geneva, Newark, and Seneca Falls. Coming soon to Penn Yan. Parker's is the perfect place to meet with friends after the big game, home or away. And Seneca Falls Country Club. Escape to our golf course at SFCC and enjoy time with friends strolling our fairways overlooking Hugo Lake. Since 1925, Seneca Falls Country Club, nearing the centennial of that great property down on the shores of Hugo Lake. Check them out online at SenecaFallsCountryClub.com. So back to action here. We're 2 minutes into the second half. I'm Jim Sinicropi along with Kevin Korzeniewski. 5-0 Red Raiders as Kohlberger tries to gain possession, and now it's Lukowski with it. Plays it up to Cammie Rook and back to the Pelmac sweeper, Ashley Jones. And now Verke has an opportunity here with some space. Not many people running with her. She tries to get outside, but Ashley Jones, the senior sweeper for Pelmac, clears the danger. And we have a corner kick for Mynderse. Now, this is a great opportunity for the Blue Devils. Ella Worth taking the corner. She can place that ball in a very precarious place for the Pelmac defense.
Yeah, we'll see what Mynderse can do with this corner here. This is the first good scoring opportunity they've had.
And it's coming in. A good ball over the head of the goalie and a chance for Mynderse. As Pagan missed on the opportunity in front of the goal, and now she is chasing down the Pelmac counterattack. And good job there by Abby Lynch playing it back to Morgan Trout, and she gets it back from Trout right inside that block end, but depossessed, and another opportunity now for Pelmac with possession. As that's Molly Seether going past Sandroni, now kicking it into play, but good job by Ella Worth, who's taking it up the near sideline. Going to try to beat Kaylee Wage, and she does, and we have a whistle as that ball may have gone out into touch. Yep. For a Pelmac throw. Oh, that ball, Ella one not seeing it, went right past her on the back. For Mynderse, it's Verke and Cammie Rook up at the attack in the midfield. Serena Pagan, Kelly Kohlberger, Ella Worth, and Darby Lukowski as that ball comes in and Morgan Trout tries to clear it. It's going to be another corner for Pelmac.
Jim, I've really enjoyed watching Eichwood when she gets the ball on her foot. It seems like it's on a string. She doesn't slow down a bit. She stays quick and explosive. She's got her head up. And the most interesting thing about her is she's just a freshman. So, she's going to give the Finger Lakes East fits for the next 4 years.
Here's Mercedes Buckingham set to send it in and into the hands of Eichwood, and a shot goes high.
But you see how Grace Seether just got in front of the goalie? Didn't mess with her, didn't do anything, but she just got next to her to bother her a little bit. And, it makes a big difference. And the next thing, the ball's bouncing around and creating a good opportunity for Pelmac.
And out to the wing it goes to Trout. And now into the corner where Lando will play it up again. This time Lukowski over to Worth, and they're going to say that that ball went out into touch before Lukowski got her foot on it. So in the fifth minute of the second half, the 45th minute of the ball game, it's 5-0 Pelmac. We'll be back online for our final regular season webcast here at Brock Field. Thanks to the support of the sponsors you've heard from today. It'll be the Mynderse boys back in action on Thursday afternoon against the Mid-Lakes Red Jacket Eagles. I think that's set for a 4:30 start. We'll confirm if you check the front page of FingerLakes1.com as the week goes on. But Mynderse boys, a lot of fun to watch, and they actually would consider them contenders for the sectional crown. I'm not sure how Jared Hartwell's doing, Corsi, after he was injured against Newark the other night.
Yeah, I don't know either. I actually Jake Smith came up a little bit of a limp the next day too, and I saw Jake in school, and Nick Jones a little banged up, Jared Hartwell, Jake Smith. So they got to get healthy. Those are three key seniors to that soccer squad. So
good job by Lando there, taking the ball and moving it up ahead to Worth. A little miscommunication there with the senior Cammy Rook, and be Pelmac ball again. And the throw in from Isabel Galena. And Seether goes down, and free kick.
Kind of a veteran move there by Worth. I liked it. She felt a little contact from Seether. Seether did wrap around a little bit, but I think Ella took a little bit of a flop and got the call. Seasoned veteran move from a young sophomore. Yeah.
Veteran sophomore, one of the leaders of this.
One thing I like about Mike Carnes' teams is they are very good with their feet, but they're very tough as well. They're not going to get pushed around, or they're going to dish it right back. And
chance for Mynderse. Lukowski lets fire from about 20 yards.
But again, you see, so that's our first real scoring opportunity, 20 yards out.
First shot on goal.
Where Pelmac would never take a shot like that because they'll possess the ball around and try to get closer. I don't want to say never take a shot like that, but they're trying not to.
And immediately the other way, a really good chance for Pelmac. As you see, Eichwood just dish it over. Oh, she whiffed on it. That was Haley LaRocca with a gift off the foot of Maya Eichwood.
Yeah, Haley's we're looking for that second goal, but, great pass by Eichwood with her left foot. And, that's the thing about Eichwood, too, her left and right. It seems like she can use them both with just as equal strength and precision. And LaRocca just kind of took her eye off the ball, looked up, and that's what happens. Bridget Miller wasn't upset about it, I'm sure.
Miller still with a clean sheet here in the second half.
Yeah.
And now Cammy Rook's going to try to – nope, it's going to be Pelmac.
Great play back. To rush that touch.
Verke intercepts
Jones
it. Tries to spin.
Good find in the back there. Outside.
An opportunity here is Lukowski trying to run it down, but very tidy work by Ashley Jones back there in the sweeper position.
Yeah, she shut that right down.
Trout pushes it back in to Lukowski. Lukowski now holds it, tries to spin, still holds it. Maybe a little too long.
Yeah, I think she's playing around with doing a little too much dancing there. Got to get rid of it a little quicker than that. Pelmac didn't like the ball, but, Ella Worth all ball on that. She took down the Pelmac player, but as long as she's got a foot on the ball, she's good to go.
Not so sure the Pelmac fans have too much to be upset about so far.
Not in the first 50 minutes, they don't.
30 minutes, 50 seconds remain in the ball game. 5-0 Pelmac. Here, Jim Sinicropi, Kevin Korzeniewski on the main camera. The Hunt dog, Jeremy Hunt, and down on the field, Jason Hunt, as Dave Barnick would call him, the fabulous Hunt brothers, bringing you all the images you're enjoying today. And now Lukowski with the cross. Cammy Rook bothered from behind and back to now Verke, and it's out for a corner, so another chance for Mynderse here to potentially get on the board.
I think this is something that, Mynderse has struggled over, watching the last couple of years. We've had some really good corner, kick players, I would say, like Ella Worth and Mary Dole over the last few years that do a great job of putting the ball right by the 6, right in front of the goal, and not a great success rate on corner kicks offensively for the Blue Devils.
Here comes Worth. And now it comes back to her. She should have enough time to collect it, maybe send it back in again. She sends it back in again with the left foot. And now it's Lynch into Lukowski, and great save by Claire Basil. And another corner, but what a save by the goalie and a great shot by Lukowski.
Yeah, good, great possession there by Minders. Actually, after kind of a misplayed corner kick, they possessed the ball and a good shot by Lukowski on goal. And Basil getting her first action of the game and making a nice save. Another corner kick here for Ella Worth.
Worth sets it. And that went out for another corner. So 3 straight corners for the Blue Devils. So they got Cami Rook near post, Maddie Verke far post.
There's a good ball.
Nobody converging on it for the Blue Devils, and here comes a really good counter for Palmac. I'm going to predict it right now as we're 50 yards away. Goal for Palmac here. As Haley LaRocca in alone, one more touch, and she shoots, and she scores.
Good job by Miller to get a hand on it. Knocked it in. Jim, your prediction came through, but LaRocca making up for her last opportunity and doing a good job of taking her time and putting it to the left side of the goal, making it really difficult for Miller to stop that.
Second goal of the morning/afternoon for LaRocca. And it came off the counter from the corner kick, and here she goes. Beautiful pass by Eichwood, and at this point it's all but over. But good job by Bridget getting a hand on it. And just like that, we are looking at a 6-0 lead for Palmac.
This is a number I saw in their schedule. They get 6 goals a lot, Palmac does, against a lot of teams.
Yeah, I think the
it's
over-under
almost like Taco Tuesday for
that's right.
Palmac fans at 6 goals.
Over-under was 6, I think, and so they're right at that number now. And, of course, when the lines makers put that out, that over-under of 6, I think they were counting on all 6 coming from Palmac. It would be nice if Minders could get 1 or 2 in the net here.
Just one, Jim. Don't get greedy with the 2 goals. Let's just see if they can put 1 in the back of the net. Yeah.
And we are looking at another build-up here for the Red Raiders. And just space and comfort for the Red Raiders.
Yep.
It's really too easy. And saved by Bridget Miller. $27-11 remains in this one here. Corey, are you going to have like candy at your house for Halloween tonight? Are you expecting?
My wife and I just discussed that this morning around breakfast time, that we're going to go out and grab some candy just in case, maybe make a little sign and, let kids take what they want. Try not to take too much.
Right, so not like
keep an
have
eye
them
on
come
them.
to the door,
Yeah,
but leave it out there. I think that's what we're.
I don't want to. I think it's fine if they come and get some candy. We want to limit that interaction as well. Respect the virus, but at the same time, I don't want to shut it down. So we'll have some candy in our front porch. You want to stop by, for everybody to take. Oh, there goes a camera, Jim.
Oh, right at Jason
That's
Hunt, and it's a little blurry, and looks like the rangefinder came. So, anyways, we might be putting an insurance claim in after this one. There he is, trying to get things back on.
Got to laugh at all the girls on both the sides,
It's still it's working. We're back with the field cam from Jason Hunt. Maybe you have to work on his reflexes a little bit going forward if we're going to continue our soccer coverage.
Now, what's the injury on Skylar Paris, Jim? Do you know it? Is she out for the season? Did I hear you say?
I see her on crutches. I don't know. With HIPAA and everything, I don't always get the full D, but she was on crutches this morning, and on the sideline remains on crutches. Yeah. Boy, a lot of space, a lot of time, and they're just really toying with that.
And look at where they're toying.
Yeah, right in the middle of the box, and a chip across.
About 10 yards out.
And there goes Pagan stepping in to try to clear it to Cami Rook. Come on, let's get a goal, girls. Lando clears it, and now this is a ball Cammie Rook can run under, but no.
She didn't have the angle on that one. Good drop by Seether there.
Well, like if Palmac wanted to right now, I'm pretty sure they could hold the ball between the 20 and 40-yard lines for the rest of the ball game. That would be a pretty boring 25 minutes for a broadcast. But instead, they're going to maybe get a shot here.
Yep, off the
Looks like a
blinders.
corner kick coming as Minders set with 3 subs to come in. That would be Sinicropi,
like
Meston,
Meston,
Olivia Meston, and
Dugan.
Ariana Dugan. We'll see where they put Meston. This will be Olivia's first time in the field. So Cammie Rook's coming out. Dugan's up at forward. Coming off is Pagan and Sandroni. So Dugan defense should be playing a defensive position, and Sinicropi will be playing the probably left midfield.
Looks like Alyssa Morgan going over to take the corner kick for Palmac, and in for Palmac 13 back end is Kylie Wage.
Here it comes. Miller comes out but can't corral it, but finally
Second
does
time
fall
does,
on it after it goes like by her, and good job by the Blue Devils defense kind of protecting their goalie there. 23:54 remains. And the punt up and just offering Palmac a quick opportunity to possess again, in my opinion, with the punt there.
Great ball.
And
Playing
another
into
scoring opportunity.
Space for 2 players.
Up through the defense and a shot and a goal.
Man, nice looking shot there.
Just fantastic, really. And that one looks to me like Molly Seether, although I'm not.
No, it wasn't Molly. It was 15, I believe. I think it was Reagan Deal again, the freshman.
Well, let's pull up the old replay.
15 or 16.
Getting a replay system, getting a good workout today. And again, they punt the ball away. Palmac immediately
This
gets
is a great ball.
possession.
Here, look, you got 2
and then
girls running in from behind, playing from the support position.
beats 2 defenders.
Can you get a number on it, Jim?
Oh, geez. Let me see if I can go back just a little bit.
I think it's right out there. Whoever's on the 50, right out there. 15. I believe that's Reagan Deal for a
with the
second goal.
pink shoes, yeah.
She's the one that put it off the head in the corner early on. Reagan Deal, I believe.
And we're back to live action. So Reagan Deal now
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
with her second goal of the day, 4th goal of the year. 7-0 Red Raiders. This was the final tally with the second game of the season that when Minders was at Palmac early October. As we now are currently enjoying the last day of October before we head to November tomorrow. Clocks go back tonight. Right? That's
Clocks
Fall
yep,
back.
fall back tonight. Get an hour of sleep.
Extra hour of sleep. Yeah, I think gonna make a little dinner, put some candy out, just stay in tonight, and then I'm getting up tomorrow morning playing some golf. 18 holes at Seneca Falls Country Club.
Sounds great.
November golf. Oh boy.
Well, they had a player offsides, not the player
Sinicropi,
went to.
Sinicropi trying to play defense here, but no, instead she lets her get the easy shot. But
Good
great
save
save
by
by Miller. In that particular instance, Sinicropi has got to clear that danger rather than offer up such an easy attempt there by Kaylee Wage.
Yeah, good save by Miller on that play. Wage gets good look off, and good job by the backup goalie. I think that'd be a pretty good backup goalie to have for most teams. "20 minutes to go here, Jim. I wonder if they'll forego the mass break. We've seen that a couple times this year, haven't we?
Yeah, sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. Kohlberger now trying to launch a counter for Minders, and she's kind of pushed from behind, no call. And back to Palmac.
Yeah, I think they've let a lot of that stuff go this game. They haven't called too much. And again, squaring and dropping and just finding their triangles, doing a really good job of possessing.
Meston on defense.
Getting in there to stir it up a little bit.
Lukowski deep in is a midfielder now, and out it goes for a corner,
kick.
corner or
Yeah,
goal kick.
kick.
Now, what's likely to happen here is Grace Lando's going to kick it into the midfield. Pelmac's going to repossess it and immediately attack again. I would love to see Minders find a smaller ball to the wing, get it in the foot of maybe Morgan Trout over there on the right, or somebody flash to the ball on the left side and try to gain possession, because let's see here. I've been pretty good at predictions so far today. Let's see what happens. Lando lets it fire into midfield. And Worth got her foot on it, and now Morgan Trout. Well, I was wrong, Corsi. This might be a up and
They had some really tuned touches there. Some nice touches by Minders. Ella with the touch out to the side, and Morgan hustled down the sideline and into the attacking third for the
and maybe out for a
first
corner.
time in a while.
Let's see what they got. Nope, goal kick. So we are in the 60th minute of play. Let's see if we get a mass break here coming up. Doesn't look like it, as we now are officially 20 minutes remain in this one. And Kohlberger pops it back in.
First to the 50-50 was Kohlberger on that side,
Yeah, that's good. That's very important, I think, and something we saw Minders struggle with. Is Sinicropi, speaking of struggling with it, goes kind of between her legs, and now she's battling with Maya Eichwood, a pair of freshmen out there, and Eichwood goes by her, creates a space, and delivers the ball up into the midfield, and now it's out for a Pelmac throw.
And mass break.
Mass break, which means we're going to step aside, and when we come back, we will have the final 20 minutes of this one for you here on FingerLakes1.com on Halloween. Pelmac 7, Minders nothing. Keep it right here. We'll be back after this.
This live broadcast of Wayne Finger Lakes High School soccer is made possible through the support of Bonnadent Dental Laboratories, committed to our community and proud to support local high school student athletes. From the quality of their restorations to the quality of their relationships, for over 70 years, Bonnadent has been bringing excellence to everything they do. Learn how you can become a part of the special team at bonnadent.com and work with the best. At FingerLakes1.com, we have always pledged to you to bring the most comprehensive local news coverage, access to timely information, and a locally focused, entertaining media option. Support FingerLakes1.com and help us bring you more great local sports coverage like this by visiting patreon.com/FL1.
DeSanto Propane is 4 generations strong as a trustworthy family-owned business with unmatched customer service. Go online at DeSantoPropane.com for more info. DISANTO Propane.com or call toll-free at 1-800-752-4574 today. DeSanto. Since 1937, the difference has been DeSanto Propane.
Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. Check out Dr. Rod and Dr. Liz online at littlejohnortho.com. Now, back to the game.
And welcome back to Brockfield. Jim Sinicropi, Kevin Korzeniewski. 19 minutes, 32 seconds remain here in this one. All Pelmac all day long here on Halloween. And Corsi, top 3 Halloween candies, or just candies in general. Put you on the spot.
Wake me up. That's all right. I love candy. I got a sweet tooth, Jim. But I would top 3. I go number 3 with a Kit Kat bar.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go with you. My number 3 would probably be, I know number 1 and number 2. You know what? I'm going with the Charleston Chew.
Charleston Chew. That would not be on my
Underrated.
radar.
in my opinion.
The Charleston Chew. So I would say I think my number 2 candy would be the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
And that's mine as well. You can't beat the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I also think it's a little more palatable in terms of a total caloric intake on those peanut butter. But
That's
as
right.
long as you don't eat 50, they come in the fun size, but you got a whole bag of them. But just straight off the shelf at the gas station, just 2 of them. It's a responsible choice, I think.
Yeah,
Number
I
1.
can go with that. And my number 1 overall, I'm going to take the York Peppermint Patty. That's my favorite.
Wow, that
candy.
is a super dark horse. I don't mind a peppermint patty, but my number 1 would be easily the Snickers bar.
Yeah, I don't eat a lot of Snickers. Too many nuts.
So anyways, back here to live action. Mynder's going to see if they can punch one in here and avoid the shutout. Now, Pelmac has 5 shutouts of their 8 games this year. Have been they've held their opponents to 0. As Jackie
Do they have a
Sinicropi
tie?
collects
Did I
it.
see?
No, they are
No, they're
undefeated.
no tie.
The closest game was a 3-0 win at Wayne and a 4-1 win against Midlakes, which is surprising, as they throttled Minder 7-0 last time. They beat Penn Yan, probably the second best team in the Finger Lakes East, 6-0. They beat Geneva 6-0, Newark 7-1, Waterloo 7-1. Here 7-0. So
Jim, it's funny. We joke all basketball season that my wife never watches any of the games. Your wife doesn't watch any of the games.
Mhm.
But soccer, my wife's all over it. She just sent me a text saying, "Me having a sweet tooth is an understatement. That's how much candy I eat." So I'm glad to see that she is, does pay attention to me once in a while when we're on air.
Well, Jolene's favorite top 3 candy bars are probably tofu based.
Candy and Jolene don't mix.
Right. Well, that's why she maintains her tremendous youthful figure and complexion, right?
I guess so. She was talking about tofu eggs this morning. I don't even know what that means.
Tofu eggs. So Mynder's working the midfield now. That's Ariana Dugan.
A lot of good play by Pelmac today, but I got Gracie Seether's just really kind of, she's like a collegiate level player out there with a couple, like a modified group. She just seems to stand out in the decision making process, and she's always to every ball in the middle of the field. Really kind of just been in control and kept Pelmac in control the entire game.
Verke to Dugan. That would actually be Kiara Dugan into the game wearing number 10. Now more Blue Devil subs. It looks like Ariana Dugan and Verke going to check out as Lukowski and Rook back in. And now corner kick coming. Again, these has been the best opportunities for Minders have been coming off these corner kicks. This should be their 4th corner of the afternoon. In it goes and
nice
collected.
ball.
Great play by Claire Basil, the goalkeeper. Just 3 goals against all season long for Basil.
Yeah. Well, I think when you control the middle of the field, that helps your defense out a lot, helps your offense out a lot. So that doesn't surprise me. There's another, probably should have been a foul on Trout. Good aggressive play by Morgan.
She has now, Basil, over 600 minutes in goal on the season, just 3 goals. So pretty impressive. Up to Lukowski and out. Going to be a Pelmac throw.
Really only challenged once today. That corner there was a nice ball by Worth, but the other, she did make a good save on Lukowski's shot early in the second half. She's probably had some boring
Sinicropi closes on the ball.
matches, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe not the most exciting team to be goaltender for, but when they move forward into sectionals, I think things will get more exciting for it.
Absolutely.
And the unfortunate thing, we're lucky to be able to crown sectional champions, hopefully coming up here.
Yeah.
But this Pelmac team in B1 is a Class B is a state caliber squad, obviously, and they're not going to get that opportunity to take their season beyond sectionals and into states. Olivia Meston now plays it up to Sinicropi, who's going to have the ball with some space. Let's see what she does with it. She loses it.
Yeah, she just let
Gets
Pelmac take it back from her.
Fighting for it to get it back, but
What are we going to do? No dinner tonight for Jackie?
Meston.
No candy for Jackie tonight. Coach K says so.
Well, we carved up last night for the game. She had some capellini with tomato sauce last night.
She's
Lando.
still smiling, though. That's the important thing, Jen. Kohlberger getting physical on the 50-50.
Sinicropi plays it into Lukowski. She's got Worth scraping down the middle of the field, missed her, and plays it in, and it's going to be cleared away. Now Sinicropi with another chance to battle for it against Abby Stever, junior midfielder with a goal and 2 assists on the season. And now Meston with a nice play back to Lando.
Yeah, good possession. Way to work the ball across the field.
Morgan Trout now plays it up to Kiara Dugan, who has a shot to get it to Abby Lynch, but it's out into touch.
Yeah.
And there's a
Minders are
look
nice.
across the way. You can see Skylar Parrish with those
Yeah,
crutches.
Sky P looks cold over there. She's all buttoned up with the crutches.
Well, they missed her and Cammie Rook for the first 2 games of the season. Then when they came back, and Skylar Parrish really bolstered up especially the defense for Minders, and the ability to move the ball up into a position where we could attack. And they did have some success with those 2 wins here on Finger Lakes, one on October 21st and 24th against Mid Lakes and Wayne. But they remain the only 2 notches in the win column for the Blue Devils. And unless Minders has a plan to put up a quick 7 here in the last 13-12, it's going to remain that way.
Jones off the line.
See if Minders can win this one. Ball heading out to touch. Sinicropi kind of shields her defender, and there'll be a quick throw in. And Kohlberger tries to play it into Lukowski. Now Lukowski has Worth coming back. Didn't leave it, I think, where Worth wanted it.
No, a little behind her, and it struck it pretty hard. Not giving her a lot of time to get.
I don't know
off,
what.
but it was the right idea.
Yeah.
Absolute right
Yeah.
idea. Playing it back in the sport space there.
Now Worth pops it in to the corner, and Minders just kind of letting it go, but great hustle by Jones to play it out for a throw. Otherwise, that could have been a corner. 12:06 to go. All Palmac here at Brockfield in Seneca Falls. Lukowski looking to get this one in. Does to Worth. Back to Lukowski. Gets it across the middle and knocked out. And now Kiara Dugan bothers the defender, and Abby Lynch sends it in. Lukowski gets it across, but great defense there by the Palmac back line. And now the first half goaltender, Olivia Meston, plays it over to Sinicropi. Sinicropi pops it in and knocked away. Nobody making that cut. And now Sinicropi can't get it, but it's out for a corner kick. So we're now in the 79th minute, about to enter the 69th minute.
I'll help you with your math there,
We have
Jim.
another corner kick. Well, you try to use the proper terminology for soccer, but as I was considering, how you'd convey the time, I thought, most of our viewers at home are probably just want to know there's
How
12
many?
minutes
10
left.
minutes left,
Yeah, they don't
yeah.
want to do math either, right?
No, they don't.
So Worth pops it in and out, and not her best effort.
No.
She generally serves those up very nicely. As Maddie Verke checks back in, Kiara Dugan checks out. And really all that's left here with 10:32 is to see if Minders can maybe get on the goal. I don't think Palmac's going to even try to
No,
score
Eichwood's out of the
another one.
game. Their forwards are out, so he has subbed out. I'm not sure Palmac's.
If I'm Palmac, though, I'm taking a little pride in keeping that sheet clean for Claire Basil.
Absolutely.
I'm not feeling too sorry for the Blue Devils here.
Nope. You never want to give up a goal at any time, but certainly they'll probably try to possess more. But he's got some subs in here, Coach Carnes, and you want to see those kids score too. So I don't think they'll fully take their foot off the gas pedal.
This Palmac squad, they have their own club, so these girls are playing together club season as well, and it's really a pretty impressive program they put together. As Sinicropi plays it back to Lando. Lando could swing it to the other side, which he does to Trout. And as you can see, the Pelmac defenders a little less aggressive in the midfield than they were before, but, here they got a chance to counter. Meston. Lynch. And let's see if Lukowski can win this one. Meston steps in.
Yeah, way to go win it.
Kohlberger now with a chance to get it to Verke. Tries a little two-man game and misses Kohlberger, but finds Lukowski. Lukowski now with a shot, and that's going to be nothing but a
that's just a wasted opportunity.
give away a possession.
They were doing a good job of possessing the ball, playing their triangles and their advantages, and again, 25, 30 yards away from the goal.
Sinicropi closes on the ball, and she fights for it, battling against Abby Stever, and still battling. And it goes out for a throw. Meston comes in, keeps it alive in the Minders attacking third. Verke leaves it back tries to leave it for Kohlberger. And now, first time in a while it's been back down here in Pelmax attacking third with 8 minutes to go. Ooh, pushed. Morgan Trout goes down.
Morgan's a pretty tough, solid kid.
Free
She's not
kick
easy
coming.
to push. So
We talk about a lot of times this year. We talk about how young this Minders team is, but one person they're going to really miss next year is Morgan Trout.
yeah, I think of both on the outside spot, Skylar
Yeah.
Parrish and Morgan Trout, the two seniors, and Olivia Meston, as aggressive as she is, senior in the goal. She's had put a good career together over the last 2 or 3 years.
And up front, one of the faster players on the team, Cami Rook,
Yeah, absolutely.
will be
Cameron's
graduating.
Minders hasn't scored a lot of goals over the last 2 years, but Cameron's been involved in the ones that they have scored.
Biff Capaci, Ariana Dugan, Sydney Sandroni, of course, so as we mentioned, volleyball, her primary sport, along with Jocelyn Manzel and Olivia Meston, the seniors on
Ended
this
up
squad.
being a few more seniors than they thought
Yep.
pre-pandemic because of the volleyball players, but giving the kids an opportunity to get out and socialize and play some sports with their friends, and kids kind of took that stuff for granted going into last spring. So I'm sure they welcomed the opportunity of trying a new sport and being able to just hang out, get some exercise, and bond with some kids that they normally don't bond with.
The throw into the corner.
Well, that one might get buried under the new bus garage. Nope, it didn't go out. Got saved
I
by
was
the
talking with Coach Lauts, Corsi. I don't know if you have any inside info, but what about luxury boxes on the second floor there of the bus garage? Huh?
Well, it's now that you bring it up, it's a great idea. I think Coach Laux should make a nice donation, get a luxury box, or maybe Finger
for
Lakes
naming
One.
rights. Naming rights. The
there you go.
FingerLakes1.com luxury suite. Now, what's going on? Do you have any idea why it's 2 stories? Like, you're not going to put buses up there on the second floor, are you?
No, I don't believe there will be any buses. There'll be some office space in there, and there's going to be some storage in there. I'm not sure exactly. They probably put the school resource officer, Sergeant Poole, up there because sometimes he gets a little bothersome in between.
Oh, maybe a
walls of the
goal for
building.
Minders,
Oh, look
but
at that.
no, nobody there. Now Lukowski tries it. Nobody there. And out
The all-seeing eye, Sergeant Poole, will be on top of the bus garage
out of danger.
in
Yeah.
his suite, school resource office suite.
If you haven't guessed, he's up here in the box with
Yes,
us
he's
right
right
now.
beside us, and that's why I'm joking around about our great school resource officer, Sergeant Poole. But I don't know. I'm out here a lot with my PE classes, and I wonder about that building too. It looks like a big building, and I'm not sure what the upstairs is going to host. Luxury box is a great idea, though.
Or maybe accommodations for a broadcast team, for future broadcasts. Although I don't think the vantage point would be too great with the scoreboard would get in the way.
No.
You have to relocate that. Nice service into the box, but
Although this press box is tough to see,
yeah, it is.
Not great
It's very
vantage points up here as
comfortable,
well.
but there are some restrictions on certain angles.
some design flaws, I would like to say.
Other than that, a beautiful field here at Brockfield. The new renovated Brock Field, probably what, about 5 years? How many years has this been here, Corzy? 5, 6?
7 or 8, I think. I think we're on 8th year here.
You know, it's funny. I can remember as Sinicropi trying to battle top of the box, holds it, plays it in for. She thought maybe Kelly might be cutting there, and now back it goes with 4:25 to go. I can remember when this field opened. A lot of these girls on the field, including my daughter, were playing like rec league soccer, and they came here to form a tunnel for the current players at the time to go through. And man, if you look at pictures of that, they were just little babies basically, you know. They're just tiny, and now here they are out playing varsity soccer on this great facility. And especially this time of year, I'm pretty sure they don't know it, but they should appreciate it, as opposed to the old grass field at Brock Field here in Seneca Falls. Be pretty muddy out there right now with the wet weather we've had.
Yeah, the turf has been great. I know the boys got a game rescheduled here because the amount of rain we've got over the last couple of weeks.
It's Thursday night.
Who's Mid-Lakes? Mid-Lakes has to come here just to have a dry surface. And it's going to be dark with setting the clocks back. You know, usually right now it's just sectional play.
And there's a goal!
Nice goal. A little confidence booster going in. Is that Abby Lynch on the goal?
I think it might have been.
Abby Lynch getting her first goal of her career, I think, there. Putting it in the upper deck.
So Minders avoids the shutout and does get an unexpected goal here in the final minutes.
You can see Mike Carnes over there pacing. I love his intensity. He is not happy about that. He wants to celebrate shutouts for his goalie. But the perfectly placed ball.
And here's the replay, Corzy.
Kind of a scrum.
I think it was Lynch.
I believe it was Lynch, and put a great shot in. Good for Abby.
And we're back to live action again. Minders on the board, 7-1. So their 7th goal of the season.
And you'll see Minders play a little more aggressively after the goal. You know, that momentum of the goal.
Sinicropi now down the left side.
Start the clock, they say. Start the clock. Coach Verkey's trying to keep us here a little bit longer than we need to be today.
And out for the throw.
Well, now they're going to fix and adjust the 12 seconds that didn't run off. This always makes me laugh. 7-1.
Let's go.
7-1. You're wasting more time, you know.
Well, I think what Verk was hoping is that we can get a quick 6, you know, with a few more seconds left. We can get that quick 6 goals and even this thing up. Couple of 3-pointers. I think indoor soccer, don't they have a 2-point line formerly in the old indoor soccer leagues where you could get 2 goals if you shot from a distance? Rook tries to run this one down in the corner, saves it.
Late out of bounds call.
2 minutes, 40 seconds remain in the corrected clock.
Little momentum for the Blue Devils heading into the Halloween evening.
Yeah, got to feel a little better than being blanked.
Yeah.
Of course, their per-game goal average still under 1 for the season. Yeah. Rook plays it in. They've scored more than 1 goal twice this year. That would have been, once this year. That would have been their win over Mid-Lakes, their 3-1 win over Mid-Lakes. So, Sinicropi doesn't really offer up too much resistance there for Stever. And now it's back to Maya Hudek. And Meston getting involved defensively. Now Verkey plays it for Sinicropi. 1 minute, 42 seconds left. Now Verkey, Sinicropi, a couple of freshmen, you know, at some point hoping to get their first varsity goal. So that could be something that could happen here. Positive for the Blue Devils. It goes into Darby Lukowski. Lukowski plays it over to Rook, who's streaking down the right-hand side. But as usual, the Abby Jones there, or Ashley Jones, the sweeper for Pelmac,
cleaning it up.
Pretty solid. One minute, 5 seconds remains as Lando plays it back in. Now over to Lynch. Kohlberger to Lukowski. Lukowski turns and shoots and wide, and with 47 seconds left.
That should do it here, Jim. See if Pelmac can possess this out.
Corsi, enjoyed it calling the game with you. Actually, when we're going to keep it right here for the post-game show. And upon the conclusion of this one,
30 seconds.
Kohlberger to Verke. Kohlberger header to Verke. Verke with an opportunity now. Tries a shot. Ends up to Lukowski. Lukowski tries a shot as well. And with 12 seconds left, that should be about it.
Pelmac gave Minders a scoring opportunity there by taking a goal kick right in the middle of the field and losing the 50-50. I think they should just played it off to the side.
Rook with 2 seconds, 1 second, and that will do it. That is a final. Your final score, Pelmac 7, Minders 1. And Corsi, let's keep it right here for the Little John Orthodontics Smiles with Style post-game show. As we get a look at the Lady Red Raiders coming off the field. And they will improve to 9-0. Minders falls to 2-8. Coming up next for Pelmac will be Wayne County matchup with Williamson, one of the better teams in Wayne County girls this year, coming up on Monday. And then on Wednesday, they will host Wayne. So a couple rivalry games really for the Pelmac Red Raiders. Probably their two biggest rivals, Williamson and Wayne. And then they finish at Waterloo on November 7th. For the Lady Blue Devils, they will be at Penn Yan at 7:30 on Wednesday night. And then their season finale game was supposed to be here against the Geneva Panthers next Saturday at 1 o'clock, but Geneva season shut down due to coronavirus concerns. So that game canceled. Actually, it's a forfeit win for Minders. So if you factor that forfeit in already, the Minders is actually 3-8 right now as they are coming across the field to say hello to their fans. And so Corsi, enjoyed calling the game with you. You know, soccer, something a little different.
A little different.
For us. But as a former varsity coach, I think you were pretty well equipped and did a great job. But, you know, moving forward for this Minders team, you know, where do you kind of go from here? It was a tough one to take.
Yeah, it's a tough one to take. You know, but it's easy to point at the schedule and say, look, you know, looking through the thing, Pelmac's done this to everybody. We won't see him again. They're not in our classification. Let's try to put this behind us and see what we can go do in Penn Yan. See if we've gotten any better from the first time that we played the Mustangs. So you just try and build on it. You try to replace Skylar Parrish if she's out for the season, and you just look, you know, the second season sectionals. That's always an exciting time of the year, and you know, you put some games together, and especially in soccer, you always kind of have a chance,
right,
to be in it at the end or keep the game close. But you know, this is no indication of any thing negative, I think, on the Blue Devils. Pelmac's rolled through the league this entire short season, just like everybody else. Let's move forward and build on it. And for Pelmac, you look forward to you know, the Williamson and Wayne game coming up as challenges to get ready for what would be a sectional run for this Red Raiders team.
So for the Minders Academy Blue Devils, Abby Lynch with her first goal of the season. For Pelmac, goals from Haley LaRocca, a pair to go with to get her season total up to 4. Reagan Deal with a pair of goals. She now has 4 on the season. Grace Seether with a goal. Kaylee Wage with a goal, the first goal of the game. And Molly Seether, Grace's sister, with a goal that came at about the 20-minute mark. So 7-0. Minders falls to Pelmac. And on this pretty chilly Halloween Eve, we're going to let you go. And, you know, once again, for my broadcast partner, Kevin Korzeniewski, I had fun, Korzy. I don't know what you're doing Thursday, but I'm not sure that Coach Louts can do that game. That's a 4:30 start against Mid-Lakes. That's a boys' game.
4:30.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So we'll find out. We'll make the press releases who will be the color commentary for that game. Everybody,
I'm sure the fans are just dying.
Everybody's dying to know. So for Kevin Korzeniewski, for our ace cameraman, Jeremy Hunt, our field cameraman, Jason Hunt, who I hope doesn't need to any workers' comp for that ball he took in the face earlier, are the face of the camera. I'm Jim Sinicropi. Happy Halloween, and thanks for watching High School Sports on FingerLakes1.com.